King Vegeta signing on, but I don't know if y'all remember Flapjack, but that was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. It was one of those cartoons where you could watch it as a kid, but you would never really understand it unless you were either an adult or a teenager, where you get the like the nuances of the jokes and shit. Like for instance, the main character Flapjack is like this innocent little boy who wants to be an adventurer or whatever, but Knuckles is like this seasoned veteran who's a fucking scoundrel. He lies. He stole his name. Fucking most of his body parts aren't even fucking his. Let's be honest. Then they're leaving a whale, Bubby, which is supposed to be like the mother figure or whatever. But like the show was fucking crazy because once like they used like if you would think SpongeBob, they used the gross out scenes and shit like that, but they used like a lot more, and it's not even in like a good way. Like it's in a really super bad way where every gross out scene you like, damn, did I really have to see that shit? And then on top of that, like they use adult jokes like non-stop. I think like the main character was gay or whatever, but like it's whatever with that. But it was crazy because like the show would go on like there was this mermaid or like I guess she could fly or whatever some shit, but like they grant wishes and they made all these dumbass wishes, and then they try to wish for Candy Island. It's like soon as they wish out, like they as soon as they come to like no more wishes, that's whenever they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking use the wish to get to Candy Island. Like yeah, and basically that's what they're trying to get throughout the whole series. All the adventuring and all this bullshit is just to get to Candy Island, which a lot of time a lot of people think Candy Island isn't real, but it really is. But it's so fucking elusive to the point to where nobody can really get it. And I think there might be a certain amount of people. There was a couple theories about Adventure Time being linked to fucking this world because like Candy Island and obviously the fucking people that are candy people and fucking land that's made of candy and blah blah blah. But I don't know, it's kind of like a what if type shit. But overall, this show was great. I loved it. It was super dark humor. Like even nowadays as an adult, still sometimes I watch this show and I'm like, damn, did they really just say that? Or did they really just get away with that shit? How did they do this? This is more offensive than like a lot of adult cartoons that happen. And I'm like, damn. But at the same time, hey, I love this show. And the characters were all enduring to me. Like, for some reason, the fucking main character just always gets through it, like, no matter what. And then on top of that, Knuckles is like, oh yeah, well, I guess fucking I'll get through it using these shifty means. And Bubby, the fucking whale, she's supposed to be like the moral good of the show, but at the same time, like she do shit like peeping and just, I guess everybody got their bads or whatever. But at the end of the day, they had like this little movie thing where I think the last episode they became like live action and they were real or whatever, and like just threw people off. But man, I wish nowadays like Adult Swim or some type of other series or just an adult channel like got a hold of this because they could use this in order to make like the perfect show. For instance, when Samurai Jack came back, it was mainly a kids show, and then they like just kept going. Like they said, hey, let's use the real fucking facts of the show. Like let's use real death and all that, and that's what made it real.